Here are 10 reasons why Colorado may not be a good fit for you and your lifestyle. Number 1, winters and wind. Colorado does have 4 distinct seasons, and you should be aware that the weather can be much different throughout the state. The Front Range, which consists of Fort Collins, Denver, and going all the way through Colorado Springs, has much more mild winters just because, well, the elevation is a little bit lower. There's also more mild winters along the west side of the state near Grand Junction area. This area is also lower elevation. Some people love our 4 seasons, but I have had some clients just this year that headed south just because the winters became a little bit too much for them. A lot of people struggle with the amount of snow and wind that we have. That can be avoided by purchasing a home in the right area. There are some parts of Colorado where the wind can be relentless all winter. Number 2, dry climate. Most experts agree that a desert is an area of land that receives around 10 inches of precipitation a year. Here, the total precipitation is 17 inches. That's statewide though. We have a huge range, and it goes all the way from 11.8 inches all the way to the high side of over 25 inches. Basically, that means that our state has some parts of it that are pretty much a desert, while other parts may be lush and green. Number 3, water shortage. Unfortunately, Colorado sold a lot of its water to California and Arizona. This means that we rely heavily on our local reservoirs and streams. So if we have a drought year, this can dramatically affect neighborhoods, golf courses, and even contribute to forest fires. So if you're choosing a home based on its lovely green grass, just realize if it does not have a well, that may be very expensive to maintain, and it may not look nice if we're in a drought year and you're not even allowed to water it. Number 4, lakes and water recreation. We just don't have a lot of lakes to enjoy in the summertime. Although the ones we do have are pretty amazing, but they do get really crowded in the summer times, especially on the weekends. So if boating is a big part of your family recreation, just know that it's a small window where the water is warm and you may not have a lot of lakes to choose from. Number 5, Smoky Summers. Unfortunately, this has become the new normal. There are weeks in the summer where our beautiful mountains are covered up by smoke. Most of the time, this smoke is coming from the west side of the country, like Arizona and California. Number 6, it is getting busy. Colorado infrastructure has a lot of catching up to do due to the dramatic increase in population in just the past few years. You'll see the effects of this on everything from restaurants, grocery stores, traffic, even outdoor recreation activities. This has caused some long-term locals to move to less dense areas, but the newcomers, they don't really know the difference. Number 7, cost of owning a vehicle. The registration is based on weight and value. For example, if you buy a new diesel truck, you're going to pay over $1,000 per year for the first few years. But as the vehicle gets older, the registration does get cheaper. As for car insurance, that's also pretty expensive. We have a lot of hail damaged vehicles in certain areas of the state, which increases that cost. Number 8, road conditions. More than 60% of El Paso County paved roads and 45% of the rural roads are in poor shape and need reconstructing. I would say our roads are definitely in poor condition considering all that money we pay in registration. Where does that money go? Number 9, we have red areas of the state and we have blue areas of the state. I put this on the list because if you end up in the wrong area, you may have a negative experience. But this can be avoided just with a little bit of help and research. Number 10, it's getting expensive. Out of 50 states, we come in around 35th to 38th most expensive. That means that there are 35 to 38 states that are cheaper to live than Colorado. The biggest contributing factor is housing cost. United States median single-family home is around $375,000. Colorado median single-family home is over $500,000. The average salary in Colorado is around $63,000 compared to nationwide average salary, which is around $54,000. Of course, do your own research to confirm if you are comfortable with your income versus the cost of living here. I really hope this information helps you make an educated decision on whether Colorado is a good fit for you based on your lifestyle. Every place will have its trade-offs, and there's no perfect place to live. If you are serious about moving to Colorado and have any questions, I am always happy to help. Again, I'm a real estate agent and primarily work from South Denver all the way through the Colorado Springs area. Thanks so much for watching.
day.